Now you want to look carefully at your parts, not just go ahead and put this on there and try to screw it down. Because when I look underneath here, see there's a rubber gasket here, and there's two other openings here with no rubber gaskets, no black rubber gaskets. Look underneath here, and there's 3 rubber gaskets. I've got to look back down here. When I pulled this off, I probably should have hung on to this and gently pulled it up. Because this, see, that's a rubber gasket that fits under there. For that, this is the old one. Okay, holding it up there straight. Okay, so, and then here's a little gasket right there. See the rubber washer? That was for that back one, see? So those two had to come off. I know this is going to fit right down in there, right? Okay. Now, I did something else too. I want to talk to you about that right now. It's this little goodie here. You can look at that and, you know, there's no rubber on there at all now, okay? And when I went to the wholesale house, I thought, should I order this piece too? I mean, how far do you go with a faucet? But I looked and I saw that it had these little cones here. And so I thought, okay, maybe I should order those cones. I looked through his catalog, and sure enough, there was a faucet that looked exactly like this one, and the inserts not all look the same. I got a faucet that looks just like this one, and this looked different, and there was something else in there and everything. Well, got these little dome shaped deals, and I know those are going to fit in there too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and replace those. And the funny thing is, those are just kind of sitting there. That one's kind of stuck. Okay, the very same size and everything. I want to make sure before I take those off, I want to be careful with that. I'm going to hold this back up in there, and I see how it goes at the angle. And I'm just going to fit those back in here. Okay. Put that in there like that. And look at that one. Line that up. Okay. Push that in there. And that's where those two go. Okay. Now, were those causing it to leak? I don't know. But it didn't cost but a few dollars. So I thought, what the heck? Alright. Okay, now I'm ready to put this back down. And that was like that. Okay. I'm going to take these two off. There's water in here. And this is the base. Now on some other sinks there's another thin piece on there. And there were so many different ones, and they had a thin one, and first we thought it was this piece. This got ordered and brought it back here. Nope, that didn't work. And then somebody said we should get some washers and those would fit down there. Nope. Don't know exactly where those go. Okay. Wasn't sure if this washer, this rubber gasket fit in there. When I was at the store, I should have carefully looked, you know, inside their catalog and seen a little bit more. But I thought everything was fine. And so that's another tip. Take a picture of this, take your little canister, take this little canister down with you, and all that. If you're going to do something like this, it may not be just a one-step process. You may have to go to the store a couple different times, but you know, that's probably what a plumber would have to do. A plumber's not going to have 50 different types of things on his truck to fix your particular faucet. He may have to go to the store too. He may have to order the parts. Okay? Most hardware stores aren't going to have the parts. You're going to have to go to a wholesale house and look through catalogs, find out what the model number is and all that. So it's not a really quick, easy thing. And even after you bring the parts back first, you may have to get some other parts and find out there's something else that you have to do. So, you know, a few little bumps and bruises along the way. Once you got it figured out, you know what's going to happen on the next faucet, what you're going to have to check for, and all the steps. Because you know what? You can save money by doing it yourself. You know what? Remember I showed you this bag and I had a big rubber gasket and a small little O-ring. I said wasn't sure where that went. Well, see, that's where those two cones went. Now here's the other one, and that's where this new one goes. So gently dig that out, and I can use that right there. Now you know why I carry little small screwdrivers around. You know? Okay, that fits right in there. Snug as a bug in a rug. Now if that fit in there, I'm going to hang on to this, put it all back together, make sure it doesn't leak. There's this other ring. I'm not sure where that goes. I'm going to look a little bit closer, see if I can find it. I'm sort of thinking it goes on top of there. I dug in there, I didn't really see anything, and I'm afraid to put that rubber gasket in there without pulling something out. So it might be for another model number or such. I'm really not seeing anything in there. Could there have been something in there and somebody forgot to put it in? I don't know. Okay, well that slips up. And I'm not seeing anything. It doesn't go down there at the bottom. Can't pull that out because this pulls out here, see? So I think I'm gonna decide not to do anything with that other rubber gasket. I don't really have a choice now, do I? Let's put this back together. Okay, did you remember how you pulled this out? Just make sure you remember all this, because this is going to go straight back. That was in the back. Those two were there. Okay. Take my screws here. I'm going to put this gently over that. And take a look and see where those screws were. Okay, the front screw was front right on. Now see, this is not straight because it's not lined up. This was lined up with the screw. Well, that's because I can just do that. Okay. Now I'm going to find all these screw holes and hope I get it in there. Make sure you don't cross thread these. Now if it's not going in nice and easy, then chances are it's not lined up with the hole underneath the threads, you know? Okay, so far so good. I just want to snug this down. I'm going to go a little bit at a time on all the screws, just because it seems like I should. You know, am I a licensed plumber? No. You have to be a plumber to do this? I'm thinking if I can do it, you can do it. You seen anything too hard yet? You don't think you can do? I don't think so. Okay, now I'm just going to get these tight. Not overly tight, but snug, you know? Okay? Oh man. Alright. this back over here, like that. And before I put this on all the way, I'm just going to leave it like that. No, in fact, I think I'm going to, feels a little sloppy there. So I guess I'm going to have to tighten this up. Sometimes they have a little insert, plastic insert in here, and I didn't see one with this one. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? There it is. Where is it? It's still up on that one. See this little plastic thing? It looks like that will come off. There. Remember how it goes back on here. Okay, that's just a plastic goodie that takes up the slop in there. Okay. So that's like that, that's like that. That goes in there like that. There it is. Okay, fit right in there. Still got my set screw all lined up. Now you want to make sure that screw doesn't go up into there. Okay, I can hang on to that like that. Put this on. Okay. Before I tighten that all the way, I should have checked this to make sure this went to the right and to the left the same amount, and it does. Because see, if it didn't, there's a little red goodie here. You see that? This red thing here, you can lift this up, and then you can pull this out and turn that, and then fit it back down in there. Well, that's how you make your water handle line up where it's supposed to be. Okay? We didn't have to do that on this one here, did we? Because fortunately for us, it was already lined up. And I've checked that. To the right, it goes this far. So the left, it should go this far. Okay? And it does. Okay? I can lift it up. Now I can see that a little bit easier. Tighten that up, snug. I thought it was tight, but it wasn't. So it's amazing what these Allen wrenches, how tight you can make these without breaking them. Man, it's still going. Okay, here it goes. Okay, I got that tight. Now don't forget, you got this little deal, but before I put this on, I'm going to turn the water back on and look at this and make sure I don't have any leaks before I put this back on. Okay? I'm going to dry this up now. I'm going to dry that all up on the counter, and we're going to take it through a test drive.